As an academic writer, you might not think of yourself as a creative person, or you might not prioritize creativity in your process. And that makes sense because academic research is full of written and unwritten rules, standards, and requirements. For research to have integrity, there do need to be constraints, rules, and boundaries. We don't plagiarize or falsify data. Following rules of grammar and punctuation, writing clear transitions between sections and ideas, having a clear thesis, those kinds of things make it easier for others to understand and use our work. And at the same time, academic research and writing really does benefit from creativity. Creativity is really a vital component of innovation, of problem solving, of doing things like synthesizing, conceptualizing, interpreting, and writing. Yet it's easy to be over-focused on following rules and under-focus on the importance of creativity in our work. We can forget that we are allowed to not know, to explore, to be experimental, to try new things, and for things to be messy for a while. So this week in our co-working community, the community that I started during the pandemic, it's called the Academic Writer Space, where we co-work together all week long. Our theme this upcoming week for our co-working sessions is creativity. So here are 5 ways you can support creativity. Number 1, regulate your own nervous system. When we are stressed out and dysregulated, we're naturally in more of a self-protective mode. There is a level of safety, though, that's required for each of us to be open and creative. So make it a top priority to soothe and calm your nervous system throughout your day while you're working so that you can stay better connected to your creative self. I personally feel like I'm always learning how to regulate myself. Number 2, lower your standards. Creativity just doesn't flourish when we are overly constrained. If you want to create, you want to innovate, you want to generate ideas, alternatives, new possibilities, then you need the freedom to do so. So learn to temporarily lower your standards and release yourself from the pressure, the demand to perform at a level that you can't perform at given where you are in your process of creating something new. Number 3, slow yourself down. Natalie Goldberg, an author who's written wisely about writing, says, if you're having difficulty coming up with good ideas, slow down. Slowing down really allows us to arrive in the moment, to get present, to open to creative ideas and approaches and innovations. She says creativity exists in the present moment. You can't find it anywhere else. Number 4, create in community. Creativity really can be deeply nurtured in environments with emotionally intelligent people, where it feels safe to explore, to try new things, to not know something, to struggle, and to be in uncertainty. So find people who are safe, who will help nurture your creativity. They are out there. And number 5, capture your creativity. Creative ideas, the spark can come to you at any moment, and it's very hard to remember them. We often believe that we should be able to remember our creative ideas, but that's really just not realistic. Our brains are not always the best storage containers. And I've learned that when I hear that voice in my head that says, you should remember this, that actually is my cue to write it down. And this way I am much more likely to capture my creative ideas for later use. So this week in our writing retreats, we'll be exploring in greater depth what creativity is, how we can tap into it and use it to benefit us. And if you're in our community, I want to point something important out. We are in an ongoing conversation about how do we work in a way that works. That's really a conversation of creativity. Each of us is reclaiming, in a sense, our birthright to be able to design a way of working that works for us, as opposed to trying to work in a way that we were sort of told by the culture. Like, that's how you should work. That's what it means to be productive. So we are together as a community creating for each of us our own pathway of productivity, our own pathway of working in a way that works. So if you've never come and tried co-working, it really is amazingly potent in helping people be able to actually focus, concentrate, and get real work done in real time alongside one another. You can sign up for a free week of membership and come and experience what we have to offer and see what's happening in our community. All right, everyone. See you on Zoom.